Baseball had the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. This video is in 3 parts. It's sort of like a hospital report of the New York Yankees, and we start out in this video with Giancarlo Stanton. Now, before we end this, hit the subscribe button, like this video. I might be doing this from now on, just making fun of the Yankees on this channel. Giancarlo Stanton to begin the season on injured list. You don't say. He's injured again. I mean, are his initials IL somewhere? Oh, there is an I in it, Giancarlo, and an L in Giancarlo. They're not together. That would be fun to make fun of. But what's really fun is his injury. The Yankees, this was from a few days ago, the Yankees officially announced that Giancarlo Stanton won't be available for the start of the season, as the slugger will be placed on the injured list due to his recurrent elbow issues. Stanton received PRP injections in both elbows. Both his elbows. Why? And is expected to return to the team's camp later this week after dealing with an unspecified personal matter in New York. The announcement doesn't come as any surprise, as Stanton hasn't swung a bat 5 or 6 weeks due to continued soreness in his elbows. What the hell's he been doing? What the hell's he doing all offseason? 2 weeks ago, Stanton and manager Aaron Boone described the problem as similar to tennis elbow, with Stanton noting that some tendon damage had taken place. Now, what the hell is he doing that he has tendon damage to his elbows? Was he riding a boar? Did he get into a fight with a boar like Cespedes did? Well, surgery wasn't being considered. Surgery would naturally become an option in the event of you want to Cespedes kind of pushing his back. In the event of an actual tendon tear, which is why Stanton said he and the team were being cautious in their approach to the injuries. This guy he's just wrapping in bubble wrap. 52 weeks of the year. I mean, really. No timetable was announced for his recovery, but probably the end of April would represent a best case scenario, for the 5-time All-Star to make his 2025 debut. Some time will be needed to evaluate his elbows in the aftermath of the treatment. And if all goes well, he then need to start his usual ramp-up proceedings after missing so much of both spring training and even his pre-camp off-season workout. Given Stan's long history of leg-related injuries, he'll need some prep time beyond just hitting work. Even if he's going to be a DH-only player this season. Now, this guy, like I said, this guy is great talent. We'd be talking about him, no doubt, Hall of Fame, but he cannot stay healthy. And he couldn't stay healthy with the Marlins. When he plays, he's great. We saw that last year. Big reason why the Yankees got to the World Series because he had that big series against the Guardians. But can't stay on the field. That's a big part of being great, is being able to stay healthy. And next up on our injury report for the New York Yankees, and that is DJ LeMahieu, another guy who's basically he's dealing with 2 problems. He's always unhealthy now, and he's probably way past his prime. And the Yankees got suckered into signing him to a long-term deal. That's from the New York Post. The Yankees' DJ LeMahieu in disbelief after yet another injury setback. Quote, "Is this a sick joke? No, but making fun of the Yankees is a sick joke." DJ LeMahieu stood in front of his locker Sunday, as he has more times than he cared to, addressing his latest injury. He had to get an MRI exam on the left calf that forced him out of his first spring training game Saturday, but said it remains sore. It's probably going to be a little bit late. It's probably going to be a little bit before I start doing baseball stuff again. The latest injury came after an offseason in which the 36-year-old said he focused more on how to stay healthy and worked on flexibility in his lower legs than typical baseball activity. He did a good job. Certainly did a good job. Really did wonders for him, didn't it? I wonder what his diet is. Sometimes that'll cause issues with your legs too. Or maybe it's just it gets to a point, it's just the age, or it's hereditary. You never know. That's what some things you never hear much about is hereditary. Does that run in your family? Does your family have problems with their legs? The change in his off-season routine came after several years of being impacted by injuries, including numerous foot issues that robbed him not only of playing time, but also effectiveness on both sides of the ball, even when he could get on the field. The injury LeMahieu suffered Saturday in his second at bat of the spring came when he felt a twinge, a tingling, in his spidey senses, and his calf on his way to first base as he popped out against the Astros at Steinbrenner Field. The thoughts that raced through his mind at the time were likely similar to those of Yankee fans. "Are you kidding me?" Yankee fans said. LeMahieu said of his immediate reaction, "Are you serious right now? Is this a sick joke?" After Sunday morning, LeMahieu said there was no timetable for his return, although he added, "It's not anything major." Why am I still talking like that? Why am I still talking like that? Before the Yankees took on the Braves in Northport later Sunday, Aaron Boone also declined to put a time frame on how long LeMahieu might be out. Calling the injury tough news, but hopefully not something that's too long. Oh, what's going to be long? At that point, though, it's hard not to feel the worst when it comes to LeMahieu and lower body injuries. He addressed his recent injury history earlier in the spring. Hopefully he'll be able to stay healthy and get back to the productive player he'd been in the past. LeMahieu's tone was different Sunday. "I wanted to come in here this spring and prove I'm healthy." Well, he did a good job of it. I'm not off to the hottest start with that. Now, again, these players, they do a good job, taking care of themselves. But the thing is, again, what is what's the hereditary? What's in their family? Like I said, is there an issue with the family that the players have bad legs? That happens. That runs in families. So that's something that could be an issue. That might be what's causing him problems. So he might have gotten bad legs from his father or his mother or whatever. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. All kidding aside. And finally, in the Yankees injury report, this is Yankees Rookie of the Year pitcher Luis Gil shut down for at least 6 weeks with lat strain. This is from Yahoo Sports. New York Yankees pitcher Luis Gil will miss the opening weeks of the regular season and possibly longer with a high-grade lat strain. Manager Aaron Boone, Aaron Boone, he's like a doctor. He gives you updates on all these players. It's great. Isn't it great? And that's the one thing about sports is the manager, the coach has to be sort of a doctor and relay information to the dopey media. Aaron Boone told reporters on Monday that Gil will be shut down from throwing for the next 6 weeks after an MRI revealed the injury. Gil doesn't have a precise timeline to return to throwing or taking the mound in the regular season. They're still gathering info, Boone said. It's at least a 6-week no-throw. We know that for sure. But he's still got to be examined by a doctor and then get the other opinions on everything there. Well, the Yankees are scheduled to start their season on March 27th at home against the Brewers. Boy, it's going to be cold there. I've seen some of the places that the Mets are going in April. Minnesota, Colorado early in the season. Really bad places. And the Yankees are going to be there at Yankee Stadium March 27th. Although around that time, it gets a little warm. And then it gets cold again in April. But they first revealed Gil's injury on Friday when Boone told reporters that Gil was experiencing shoulder discomfort. He's since undergone an MRI that revealed the nature of the injury. So he must have been feeling underneath. Gil was the AL Rookie of the Year last year in his first full season with the Yankees. In 29 starts, he posted a 3.50 ERA with 171 strikeouts and 151 2/3 innings pitched. He pitched 2 postseason games with a 6.75 ERA and an ALCS start against the Cleveland Guardians and a World Series start against the Los Angeles Dodgers. How will the Yankees manage injury to... Let me tell you something. It's not going to really matter. Like I said in this video, the Yankees have no real competition like they've had in the past when the Astros were really there. And like I said in this video, the Baltimore Orioles have not done enough, in my opinion, to really be a real threat. And the Red Sox are probably another year away from being a major threat to the Yankees. They're going to be better, the Red Sox. But the Orioles did nothing, and the Yankees pretty much have time to sort of get their team together and win their division and win the pennant. That's my prediction. I don't make too many predictions now, but that's my prediction. The Yankees will be in the World Series. They have no competition in the American League. unless they get an injury to horse race. I mean, Aaron Judge. Just tell Aaron, don't go anywhere near any bullpen doors in Dodger Stadium or any doors in the outfield. He'll be fine. Well, you let me know what you think about this video, and of course, please subscribe to Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.